Once considered one of the worst regions in the Brawlhalla esports scene, with NA and EU always being considered the only contenders to win the LAN, the underdog known as South America managed to completely destroy everyone's expectations this year. Let's start at the beginning of this year with the inaugural Winter Championship. But before we start, an important thing to note is that this year saw the debut of a new LAN tournament known as the Royale. Each region is given a set number of spots in this Royale, and the condition to be able to do so differs from region to region. NA and EU are each given 3 spots, while South America only gets 2. That makes it so that if you want to go to the Royale, you have to make it to Grand Finals.
Even potentially recovery. Weapon throw comes forward. Unarmed could probably finish it here. Dare recovery maybe could come through. Kyna looking for one good landing. That's it.
There we go.
D-Light recovery off of that with Dare means that in this game, Science comes through, he gets hit. Gravity cancel neutral stick just to fly back out of the stage. The Nairs are coming through and Use might put it through again.
Oh,
he bounces off the
back
wall.
from the stage, and that
he's had a hard time getting any type of runway. Finally gets some there with the lance and looking for the end-sig, but that is a huge punish. Gets past the weapon toss. He's not going to be able to get the wall touch though, and that's going to be Kyna taking game number 2.
I mean, it's like you said earlier, every time Use presses a button, it just feels like the wrong one, and Kyna takes 3 in a row to earn both his flight and his hotel to the Royale. Grinding hits. He's disarmed.
Weapon toss up and bounces him off the weapon. Uses field himself at the moment, and that's going to be it right there as we see the 3.
Adding up the equation, starting to show a kind of victory. If Use can't deny it, that's 3 exclamation points and 1 more at the end of the game, as Kyna is gonna be the South American Winter Champion.
The 2 players that qualified through were Use and Kyna. However, Use couldn't make it to this Royale, so the invitation was extended to the 3rd place player, Sack. Other than Kyna and Sack, the 6 other players that managed to qualify for the Winter Royale were Luna from NA, Stingray from NA, Radish from NA, Godly from EU, Knees from EU, and Machete from EU. Now the format in which the Royale is played is quite different from the usual. The Royale starts with a round robin in which each player plays against all the other players once. After round robin, the 2 best players go into the winner's bracket, while the top 3 and 4 go into the loser's bracket. Kyna managed to win 5 of his 7 sets, thus getting into top 4 on the winner's bracket, while Sack got 4th place with 4 wins and 3 losses.
quick punish. Okay, boom, big damage.
Right. Oh, I think Kyna is like a nuke flight away from a recovery being able to take off the top. Okay, and there it is.
That
Gets
was
it.
so the weapons. Because I feel like Stingray's not even getting any type of hits here. It's kind of with some great avoidance. Looking for a lot. Ends up taking that one to the dome again. Yeah.
All right, that's a 3-0 for Kyna there.
Plays because he needs to take a game here.
Neutralite has Knees in the red. Kyna's still in the orange. After that Neutralite, he's done. D-Light recovery, and that's one of the reasons. Ooh, the signatures have just not been... Gets the interrupt on that. Sack finding his way back in this. He has so much damage. You see him in the red when he got hit. That recovery takes off the top and in game.
Right, yeah, like hoping like they're like, all right, well, he's not gonna press anything because you think of the guarantee.
Oh, no, Sack! He bends it all on the ground, pounded knees with the crazy punish weapon throw.
The top 4, however, didn't go quite as well for them. Kyna lost his first set against Radish in the winner's final 0-3, and Sack got eliminated by Luna in the loser's semifinal 1-3, which meant 4th place for him. Kyna managed to have quite a close game in the loser's final against Luna, however, he still came up short, getting 3rd place. Even though they didn't do too great in the top 4, getting in the top 4 itself was a great achievement, and it just showed the trajectory that they were on for the rest of the year. People were starting to put more respect on their name and the region as a whole. However, they needed to show more people that this wasn't just a fluke, so they needed to prove themselves again at the next LAN. The next seasonal tournament was the Spring Championship, and the 2 players that managed to qualify for this Royale were Use and Wesley. However, there was a much more important tournament right after the seasonal, that being the first LAN of the year, DreamHack San Diego 2023. The important thing about LANs in Brawlhalla is that all the major regions play against each other, and at the time, there was an ongoing rivalry between the 2 best regions at the time, NA and EU, with NA always winning every LAN while EU always got second place, except for in 2v2s. However, this tournament was super different. The top 8 in this tournament consisted of 3 South American players and 5 North American players. No EU players qualified into the top 8. But back to the bracket, the 3 South American players that got into top 8 were Lores, Wess, and Kyna. Unfortunately, Lores was matched up against Sandstorm in the winner's semi-final and got 3-1'd. However, he managed to eliminate Luna in losers quarters, winning 3-1. Wess was also sent down to the losers bracket after Impala swiftly 3-0'd him. But there, he faced Kyna, who was just coming off a 3-0 win over Boomy. Speaking of 3-0s, Kyna kept the momentum going and 3-0'd Wess, eliminating him at 5th place. After moving on, Kyna ended up going against Lores in an intense 5-game set. Kyna just managed to eliminate Lores and secure himself a top 3 at the biggest tournament of the year so far. Unfortunately though, he would end up to go up against Sandstorm, who was just on a mission this tournament, and he ended up completely annihilating Kyna and winning 3-0 over Kyna. Although they didn't take home this tournament, South America was able to get 3 players into the top 8 and even take home the bronze medal. This just further proved that they were a region capable of contending with NA and EU. The Spring Royale. This Royale changed everything. Yet again, both South American players managed to get into the top 4.
Is Wess gonna stay undefeated?
The Neutralite's not going to connect, but that Sarah is definitely going to do.
Still has such a health lead. His next weapon spot's gonna be the Lance. That's what he wants. There's the pickup. There's the Sarah and Wess. Sidelight in there, and Sig misses.
One more hit from Wesley. Stingray needs a juicy punch. That down here is going to add some much needed damage.
The top 4 this time consisted of 2 EU players and 2 South American players. NA was nowhere to be seen. As you can probably tell, this caused quite a surprise among the community. In top 4, Wess was eliminated by knees after getting reverse 3-0'd. On the other hand, Wess managed to 3-0 Godly in the winners finals, then he defeated them again in the grand finals 3-1, becoming the first player outside of NA to win a LAN tournament.
Brazil! It's over! South America is getting a trophy!
Wow, South America is able to do it with Vector to take the first LAN ever, ripped it right out of the hands of North America. EU got close, they almost got their tongue at it. They were like, no.
The next tournament of the year was yet another LAN, DreamHack Dallas 2023. There were a lot of expectations of the South American players and especially of Wess, and oh boy, did he deliver.
That's huge, sending him way off stage here. He has so much control, not a lot of resources.
What?
What are you doing?
What
All
just-
right.
okay.
You know, I guess we'll take that. Amazing. And honestly, this is kind of a repeat from our first set, right? We saw the first person. We cough on him and he's gone. That would be sending you right to the elimination side of bracket, and there we go.
I almost expected it there. That's the D-Sig usage I was talking about. Look how safe he can play.
Whoa!
All the way from the edge. I hadn't seen him use it like that yet.
Oh!
Damage on this final stock. Not an impossible lead to come back from.
But man, with the way that Wess has been playing, this is gonna be tough as he throws out his N-Sig, and Wess does it! 3-1 to knock Impala into the elimination.
These KOs.
Okay, well, we're getting right into it. Game number 1, grand finals.
Always being careful with this one.
Wess tries to catch him going high. Luna did get back down. Oh, but the recovery turns dodge. Sideline misses, and Wess with the punish. We're going to game 5. Is it gonna be a reset, or will it be a South American victory?
Luna the reset. He has a full stock lead on Wess.
Sair might be enough. The weapon tosses. We got a reset.
He wanted to be off the platform and actually throw out a down air there, but somehow the D-Light actually ended up working as he fell with that flame trail behind him. Oh!
The charge recovery.
One more juggle and we're even.
The nairs from Wess does not want this one even. This is game 1 and after the reset, and Wess, he's still not finding any damage. Downlight, sidelight, nair, side air.
Wrong side of the stage means it's not a KO just yet. That weapon toss goes up. Hughes goes in, and he goes in hard. So many more connections to put out the same damage that other weapons are.
Side air.
Now he chooses to go in. Much damage. He is very much in the red. Weapon spawn comes in. Hughes snakes it away, and it's his weapon of choice. Hughes has done it. He has unseated Luna. He has done it for South America.
Hughes won another even bigger land, and he did it with Vector again. Oh, and Loris also got 4th place. The next tournament was, you guessed it, another LAN, DreamHack Valencia 2023. Unfortunately, this time Godly won the LAN and there weren't any South American players in top 3. But they still placed well, with Wesley getting 5th place and Loris getting 4th, and also 3-0ing Sandstorm in losers round 1. Next we have the Summer Championship and Royale. The players that qualified from the Summer Championship into the Royale were Kyna, the winner, and Wess, the runner-up. In the Summer Royale, only one of the 2 SA players qualified into the top 4, being Kyna, who played Taros. He managed to qualify from 1st place with 5 wins and 2 losses.
Time again, you deserve it.
Damage going.
Oh!
Kyna might cover a little bit more vertical space.
Oh
Stomp,
my gosh.
scoop up, weapon toss, trying to give some coverage, but a stomp side air and Kyna.
In top 4, he went up against Godly in winners final and 3-0'd him. He then went against Godly yet again in grand finals and 3-0'd him again.
Okay, here we are in the final moments of this. You're right. Oh, then this would be the 6-0. Looks like it's it. Oh, that's it. Oh my gosh, another. And look at this. We're kind of already seeing it here. Whoa, whoa,
but they kind of slightly like
wait,
stuff.
Whoa, what? Oh my god.
Oh, Stomp Sarah would do it. Anything would do it here. Kyna's
He
got to
is
get one good win.
That's it. He did it. He did the first instinct of the day. And he got the knockout on the dodge. He reacted.
That's so crazy. Look at him smiling.
Oh my god, Kyna! GG! Kyna is your Summer Royale champion. All hail the new king!
The next tournament was the Autumn Championship, the last seasonal of the year before the most important tournament of all, the Brawlhalla World Championship. The players that managed to qualify into the Autumn Royale were Kyna, who also won the tournament, and Loris, who got 2nd. The only player that managed to get into the top 4 of this Royale was Loris, getting 2nd in the round robin with 5 wins and 2 losses, while Kyna got eliminated at 5th. In the top 4, Loris went up against Godly in the winners final, and after a close set which went to game 5, he won. He then went up against him again and 3-0'd him in grand finals.
And Laura knew it. It was too obvious. Downsy comes through. Is that going to be it?
Oh my gosh!
That's the game. And after trying to go for the Hail Mary downsig, he gets hit by Loris' very own. And that 3-0 means that Loris is your 2023 Autumn Royale champion.
3 Royales won by SA in a row. They were now considered a better region than EU and NA. BCX 2023, the most important tournament of the year. The player that wins this tournament becomes the world champion and is considered the best player in the world. Only NA players managed to win this tournament all these years. Could SA stop this record? The 8 players that managed to top 8 in BCX were Godly, Impala, Acno, Knees, Blaze, Sandstorm, Hughes, and Kyna. The 2 Brazilian players both made it into the winners' top 8, but unfortunately were matched up against each other in the semifinal.
I had to get out of there, man. I was about to say another ground pound. That could have been it.
In stocks to use as a resource, he doesn't have to be scared.
Wow, look at that. I'm fighting my way out of here.
Gets right by, manages to bait out that new read right there. Hughes waiting, kind of not burning the dodge button, but Hughes says, I'll keep pressing attack. Ooh, combos in and gets the recovery.
Okay, he's still living though. Oh, and he goes for the neutral sync. 100% accuracy.
Kyna went down into the losers bracket and had to play against Acno in the losers quarterfinal. Kyna managed to 3-0 him and went up to play against the former world champion and the player known as the greatest of all time, Sandstorm. The set started off bad for Kyna, with Sandstorm destroying him on Tezca. However, Kyna completely demolished him 3-0.
Kyna running out of movement, he won't have enough. Sandstorm
He attempts off the top, not quite enough. We are on Demon Island.
out wide.
Get away from that string.
Sandstorm went for the dare onto the stage. He's finding damage onto Kyna, but Kyna knows he's one hit away. The dodge up this time, Kyna goes low, and he gets the recovery. North America is out of there.
Yuz went up against Godly in the winners final, and even though Godly got one game off of him, he still managed to win 3-1. And he secured himself a place in the grand finals, which meant he guaranteed SA second place at least, a first in BCX history.
We're in finals. We got a South American in grand finals.
Because Godly lost against Yuz, this meant he had to face off against Kyna in the losers final. Kyna won 3-1, which meant he would play against Yuz in grand finals. Two South American players in the grand finals meant that South America has won the Brawlhalla World Championship. Now who would win? Yuz on his now trademark J-Yun, or Kyna on his classic Taros?
Oh, but the weapon toss goes through and Yuz capitalizes, gets a big three-piece into the recovery. And Kyna could be down 0-2. Yuz able to avoid the stomps from Kyna, and there it is, the finisher from Yuz.
With the hammer in his hand, especially towards the end. Back-to-back neutralites again. Yuz is finding so much damage. A third. And a side back.
And hit with the bridge, and there's the dare. Yuz is your BCX 2023 champion.
After everything was said and done, Yuz ended up 3-0ing Kyna, winning himself the Brawlhalla World Championship and bringing the glory to South America. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment some ideas you want covered in the upcoming videos, and subscribe if you're new. Yeah, that's all. See you later.